What are the key concerns for banks in 2012 and how is the MENA region affected by these issues?
I think some of the key concerns are obvious. Everybody's talking about the European crisis. Banks are in trouble. The world is in an economic turmoil and people are worried what to do with their money and where to put it to work. The MENA region is affected in several ways. Number one, the oil price being where it is, i.e. above 100 or around 100, obviously boosts economic growth in the area. Second, the MENA region has become somewhat of a safe haven, which is amazing if you think back 10 years ago. Never anybody would think to put their money in Dubai. Now, people start to put money in the UAE because they believe this is where my money is the safest right now.
Where are the greatest opportunities in the MENA region and how do you see the size of investment projects in the emerging markets?
The GCC region alone is set to put about 800 billion US dollars to work in major projects, led by Saudi government, who is about 38% of that amount. They are investing into huge housing projects around the kingdom. The UAE and Kuwait, with about 1/3 of that amount, they're going to put that to work in big infrastructure projects. Abu Dhabi makes big investments in healthcare, tourist, infrastructure in all sense. So that's going to create a lot of opportunities for a lot of entrepreneurs, i.e. a lot of people are going to get rich. And there's a booming economy and the economy grows. People are getting wealthier by time for obvious reasons. And I think that's a big opportunity for wealth managers, particularly in the region where wealth management doesn't have a tradition like in the UK, where for 1,000 years you guys are managing money. So that's a big opportunity for us.
What is Falcon's global strategy and what role does the MENA region play within this strategy?
You see, we are focused on emerging markets. That's our strategy. When I say emerging markets, we are in Switzerland based and focused eastwards. Our biggest opportunities within Russia, Middle East and in Asia, particularly China. And not everybody's going after China. It's not easy to really make a business in China and earn money. The MENA region for us, I think, is going to be the biggest opportunity, particularly because our ownership is out of Abu Dhabi and it's a very well-known sovereign wealth fund in Abu Dhabi. So that opens up doors which you otherwise wouldn't have.
How will the bank grow its business in the emerging markets and how exactly will it compete with existing providers?
We are currently about 13 billion US dollars in assets. We have to grow this to about 25 billion in 5 years. That's our target. I think 25 billion in a bank of our size, that's the critical mass you need to have. The MENA region is going to play a big role out of this. I think it's going to be 20 to 25%. The rest is going to come from Asia, Russia, and also our home market in Switzerland. What are we going to do differently in the MENA region than our competitors? I think we are going to be, and what we are, a very client-centric and a very focused private bank. This is our competitive edge. We know that stuff. We have owners. We know the region. We are present in all international markets. We have a 45-year history in our team of doing private banking. I think that's going to help us a lot. So client-centric, open architecture. We don't sell our own products. And we try to provide special solutions to special clients.
And thinking about the growth of assets managed by the bank specifically, what levels do you expect to reach in the next 5 years?
For us, it is obvious that we have to double our asset base in the next 5 years. We are right now at about 13 billion US dollars. We need to go to 25. That's about the critical level you need for a bank of our size and our business model. I think the big growth is going to come from the Middle East, Asia and Russia. And the way we want to reach that is not only by penetrating the old traditional private banking style, give me some money, talk to me in a year, and I tell you what the performance is. But you need to be much closer to your clients. I think you need to get into more details about his business. I think you need to be a solution provider rather than just a product selling machine. And I think that's where the differentiation factor is going to come in the future. The client-centric model also means to really provide solutions the client wants to buy and not the bank wants to sell.
And how important do you think the GCC will become to your business globally over the next decade?
I think that's one of the most obvious growth markets for us. It's going to be like 20 to 25% of our assets. We have an edge because of our ownership, I think because of our business model. And obviously, that's where we are focused most of our efforts right now.